Heritage Foundation research fellow Joel Griffith joins me now with what this could mean for your family. Joel, great to see you here. Here are the key components of the plan. We're going to pop them up on the screen for the viewer. I'm going to highlight two that stand out to me: the $400 per week increase in unemployment benefits, $1,400 stimulus checks. As for the cost of all this, let's take a look at that. And the two things that stand out to me on this full screen are the $350 billion in state, local government, and territorial governments, and, of course, the money for a more focused approach to vaccination. In your view, Joel, is this plan narrowly tailored enough to get money to those who need it the most?
Unfortunately, this plan is not narrowly tailored. This plan is another example of massive federal spending, and much of this is wasteful spending that is going to be put on the shoulders of future generations. We talk about those stimulus checks. We're giving stimulus checks once again to tens of millions of Americans who thankfully are actually gainfully employed. So while we all might like seeing a little bit of cash in our checking accounts, or quite a bit of cash in this instance, we are borrowing that from future generations, and it's not even going to have the desired effect. And we know that from the past 6 months. We've done several of these, and people are receiving the money, and most Americans are actually saving the money because you can't actually go out and spend it how you usually would because those businesses are still closed. What we need is a reopening. Follow the lead of places like Georgia, Idaho, Florida that are seeing a V-shaped recovery. So many of these states actually have an economy that is bigger now than it was pre-pandemic, while places like California and Hawaii are in a near depression right now because they're still shut down.
What should Biden push for instead?
What we really need are liability protections for businesses that are safely reopening to allow them to escape the wrath of trial lawyers that are looking to make a quick buck. And we need targeted temporary aid to those that need it most, people that are actually impacted in the service sectors, especially because a lot of these bars and restaurants haven't opened. But really, this is a states issue. States that have reopened are seeing an economic boom. Meanwhile, states like Hawaii, New York, Illinois, California are still in the midst of the worst recession of our lifetimes.
Right. And we're seeing some of those Democrat-run areas coming around, so hopefully that train continues.